the media fraternity, both electronic, print, and on social media platforms all over Uganda, for one, breaking the news that since the last few days, there's been a cash bonanza at Parliament, where each member of Parliament who is willing is being given 100 million. It's not in doubt that that is true. And one, we want to, as the opposition, we want to state that one, we condemn the continued behavior by General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for using this approach and weaponizing money and making it a modus operandi on how to stigmatize, dehumanize, and destroy the institution of Parliament and bastardize kind of our politics in general. So we understand the public hunger towards this institution. We are with you and we feel with you. But let's give it history. When there's been anything fundamental in this country, General Museveni has always chosen not to use the power of persuasion and the power of reason. He has always chosen to either do two of the things. One, if necessary, use force to beat up people, to intimidate people, to threaten people, to create fear, to have his way. But now he discovered that money has the same effect as an AK-47. It can kill, it can destroy. So he's now, from the time we started with, a long time ago, when he wanted the term limit lifted, the president, we owe it to Sechikubo then. He broke the good Frederick Sechikubo then. I don't know his stand now, but then he came out and gave it to Uganda that 5 million. By then, that is it 15, 20 years ago, it was a substantial amount of money. That 5 million was being given out. And it was to all MPs, and then the effect is the term limits were lifted. In between the lifting of the age limit, there was the 29 million, which was given to members of Parliament through our account, and which so many of us who were in Parliament then had the opportunity, because it was on our account, to refund that money. Now, they realize once they do that, we always have a chance to return this money. They found it a non-starter. Now they adopted a new method. That new method is where money is given to members of Parliament in envelopes. And it has become a reality. This time around, we've spoken to friends, we've gathered credible intelligence. Of course, you are not going to tell us, put that hard proof, but it's now common knowledge that this 100 million was given out. And this 100 million was also passed by Parliament on a classified account of State House. Now, this animal called classified, even the last 40 million that caused the problems here, was also passed on classified account. This classified account and the manner in which we pass supplementaries is a testimony to the abuse that is occurring in this Parliament. We encourage the leadership of Parliament to always give opportunity and ample time for members of Parliament to scrutinize the supplementary or a budget and know exactly what they are passing. This omnibus passing of supplementary one day and people pass with the promise of this nature of inducement, we condemn it. We also want it opened, even accountability. We have an institution where the speaker passes out as the chairperson of the classified account. The husband, a member. Chimoso, a member. And tells you, myself as a chairperson, I'm a member. And none has ever been called since I've been a chair. So that's why they're hiding away this kind of money. But for all our members, one, we want to beseech you, each one single one of you, not to fall prey to this. We want to beseech you on behalf of the leadership of the opposition in Parliament and outside the Parliament, generally, across our political diversity. Please, this is bad money. We shouldn't fall prey to this game of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. For those who could have received, we want to encourage you to find courage to return it. Find it within your heart, if you received this money, to return this money. And for us to attest to all of you who have not taken the money, we have passed a resolution. Each member is going to sign on the resolution to say, I did not receive the money and I'm not taking it. And you condemn it, and the signing starts now. Now, whoever will fail to sign, we will know you took the money. Because that is the simple test. It's all members of the opposition. I speak for the opposition and also by Ugandans who believe that this money is bad money. Please, you are going to sign. And this signing will be put to the public. Is that one, I've not received the money, I don't intend to receive the money, and I condemn this action. And that will be a testimony. Because one, this money is for two purposes. It was negotiated during the Coffee Amendment Bill. And it's also intended to sweeten up the passing of the UPDF Amendment Bill before Parliament. It's the highest form of betrayal by a legislator to transact for purposes of passing a legislation. And we condemn this kind of act. So whoever wants to exonerate himself, then my friend, my brother, my sister, my colleague, you are going to be encouraged to sign this resolution. If you don't, then you are with them. So it is high time people take a side. Are you with them, or you are with us and the people of Uganda? It's a resolution of this caucus that is going to be taken, and we believe and encourage. For those who have taken and want to sign, first return. First return the money and then you sign. But I think that's what it is. We thank you so much. And it's not politicking. One, truth be told, this kind of money, the new approach, is personal to holder. It's between the giver and the receiver. You and I are all citizens of this country. You've done your part. You put your ears on the ground, the media, and established that the money was being given out. Now we are asking, there's no way I'm going to move in everybody's home or the leader of opposition or any other and say, have you received? Did you, and do a house check? We don't have those powers. But what we can take on our members is that at least the minimum we can request of you is to testify that you have not taken. Two, there is a new leadership in Parliament. That was then, this is now. There was a LOP then, there is a new LOP now, there is a whole new leadership. It can't be business as usual. this leadership is not a continuity of the past leadership. It has its own agenda. It may face its own challenges. It may have its own scores. It may have its own challenges. But the new leadership has chosen to take that approach. The leadership then, I was part of it, took another approach then. But that was then. The circumstances were different. Now the circumstances are, unless you are saying, as it were, we become part of the general public psyche now to be indifferent and cynical. And say we can hardly do anything. We are not part of the cynic public. We are not part of the indifferent public. We are condemning it. But there also the common thing that all leaderships have done. I've been here for the last 12 years. At every turn when the General 7 has chosen this approach, there's been a reasonable group of members of parliament that have stood and said no to him. I've been here, and I'm proud of them. And they are here. They are saying we will not receive it. And I'm proud of this team and the members who have the moral authority to walk away from 100 million. May God be with you, who have the capacity to do so. So this national also problem of condemning omnibus. Sometimes the only way you can help a country is by encouraging those who do good and giving them a pat on the back and tell them well done. That will encourage more to come out. But if you do omnibus, condemn everybody, stigmatize everybody, say everybody is bad, you are part of the problem. You are not part of the solution. Because exactly the giver of money, that's what he wants. You are playing his own game. So I encourage you, the media, live on the positive side of life and continue to believe that you and other Ugandans and other members of parliament are a force of good. And I'm here, I've been here for the last 12 years. I've seen some don't even come back. And we don't care whether the public believes in it, but our conscience is clear, and our conscience is a guide. So we want to encourage you, the media, and the general public, please remain positive. The leadership, the General 7 wants to give up, wants you to give in, to surrender, to know that everybody is bad. Nobody can help you. That is not the case. He does it. He has done it to religious leaders. He has done it to political leaders. He has tried to also corrupt the cultural leaders. He's doing it to everybody. So the sober Ugandans, we want to rally you to stay positive, stay inspired, and stay firm in condemning this kind of action. And I'm one of that public, and these members are one of this public. Please encourage and salute these members of the opposition who have found a reason and the courage to say so. Even as they say so here, there is a repercussion. The leadership here will not like what we do, but we are not here on their own volition. I'm not here because Anita Mongo wishes me to be here. I'm not here because my friend Taiba wishes me to be here. I'm not here because General 7 wishes me to be here. I'm here because I'm voted by the people of Butambala and Ugandans at large. And those are my masters, not any soul here in Kampala. So let them not threaten any member, because we will, in the next few months, defend every member of the opposition that has been true to our values. We are going for an election. I can pledge on behalf of the opposition, those of you stand firm, you'll have our full backing, 100%. And the people of Uganda will be so kind to you to return you. Can you have Luganda? Yes. Oh, awo twavaawo ng'ensi tewabayeeko asebyo nti nze Sabbath n'abadde bunaayira. No, our office is open. We can get your signature online. Ethiopia, South Africa. So there is a term read by Honorable Namuga, is out of the country. The LOP. I'm only sitting here because this is Honorable Joel's position. I'm sitting in, but I'm now substantive. Yes, don't say I'm just acting until Friday. So he's out of the country. So this came abrupt. But you see, it's a good, fair tendency. I want to encourage you every single day. Live on the positive side of life. Just look at the people. They are failing to even get space. It's one of the best attended press conferences we've had of late. And I want to thank members of parliament for turning up very early. If anybody has a last question, yes. One. Batwale omusalaba gwabwe bagwetike bakuulite nagwo mu constituency zaabwe babagambe kiki nekikumi twakireese twakifunye Museveni yatuguliridde twayise etteeka ly'emmwanyi tugenda n'okuyisa UPDF Act tuzeewo kooti masho naye tubaleese tubaweeyo kasente bazitwale bazisasulemu amabugo baibo bati babatwale nga kakoze eki nga kaguddeyo ekyo kyabwe. Ekyokubiri, political action ya munnabyabufuzi parliament tugikuweera mu kalulu. For example, I belong to a national unity platform. Any member who has not fully obeyed our party in the next few months, by the way, most of them are from Central Region, and I'm the field commander here. Anybody who has not behaved well, we are going to that constituency to say we need another person. And we are bold to say so. Do you hear me? Buli member wa nupu ateeyisiza bulungi ajemera ebiragiro bya pate njogera ku bya nupu kwaliwo abeebiina ebirala mu myezi egiddako nze field commander tugenda mu constituency ya buli omu buli abadde alimu embaliga oba tugwa oba tetugwe tugenda kuteekayo omulala omutuufu. That's a given. Okitegedde ekyo? And it's going to be done without fear of any contradiction. Okitegedde? It's a new day and we need a new behavior. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vanna.
No. Twagala abasayininga. Honorable, a draftinzeewo draft gye tulina eri symbolic.
They are bringing it. We're beginning with the signing now.
We are beginning with the signing now. Ali, bagenda kugireeta. Era the signing, by the way, form sigenda kugitembeya. Abantu tebasuubira titugenda kuteekawo wali ka desike tubeegayirire jangu osayininge nedda. Bino si bye byaba Ssekikubo. Ojja kujjano mu kisemba ya loopu form weeri oteekeko omuki omukono. I'm not going to beg anybody. This is situinawe gwe tugenda kubeginga. Anyway, nze kansayininga eri symbolic. Let eri handwritten gy'obadde drafting. Wanji? Office of the Leader of Opposition in Parliament of Uganda, resolution on 10th April 2025. We, the undersigned members of Parliament in the opposition in Parliament of Uganda, are aware of the ongoing payment in cash secrecy of Uganda shillings 100 million to all NRM MPs, some MPs in opposition and independents in Parliament, deeply concerned by the alarming and unprecedented levels of corruption, abuse of authority to the detriment of Ugandans. Now, therefore, resolve as follows. We condemn the gift of 100 million paid out of classified budget of State House. Reject the gift of 100 with all contempt it deserves. Challenge the President to follow up on the payments and release with the proof the list of MPs paid, but also recover the balance from the person paying. Because there is a possibility the person paying may take our money who have not picked and not return it to the giver. So if we gave 400 and some 500 and what's our number? 529. There are these undersigned who have not received. So those who are giving return the balance to the sender. So 4, challenge the IGG to swing into action to recover all the payments and prosecute the culprits. So we are going to sign. I will start myself. No, I'll leave the number 1 for the law. Because it's not around. I'll sign as second. Chief whip. So I sign as third. Okay.
Acting on his behalf.
No, he will sign. He will sign. So, the signing starts now. How many are there?
After signing, you go to the house.